Hello and welcome to Bitcoin 10x. So as you guys know, I did a how to NFT part 1 in my last video, and in there I gave an intro into what NFTs were about and how to make money in the bear market, or just even learn a new skill as a secondary income for the crypto space. Now, I did mention in the last video that the video was not sponsored, but I meant that it wasn't sponsored by Skillshare. There may be a need that we move away from Skillshare to actually complete the NFT project. At the moment, there are a few basic skills on Skillshare that I think are relevant, but I'm going to go through Skillshare today and see whether it can actually take me through to create, say, 200 NFTs in one go. So that was my first session on Skillshare. I'm going to move over to there now just to have a quick look. So it's the same search result. I'm going to go back into Quamba Razza's sessions. Now in here I did notice that he does a welcome and what his NFTs, which helped me kind of do the first video. He then goes into how to set up MetaMask, which I've also done on my channel, so I'm not going to go into that today. And then when I was watching the how to create an NFT collection, he does everything manually. So as I'm going through this video, I can see that Quamba is going through the very basic steps of NFT creation, where you can essentially go into OpenSea and create one image, give it a title and then a few properties, which is character male, religion Hindu, and then character male. Yeah, so and he's going through giving it different properties, which is, you know, he's 34 years old, he's male, Muslim, and his speciality is tea drinking. So he's inputting all these individually. Now what I want to do is actually create a collection that is sort of 200 NFTs. So doing it this way is going to be very time consuming and very slow. So I'm going to decide to go to another creator and see if I can pick this up. Let's have a look at this guy. Essential Trainer. So introduction. What is an NFT? Thank you. How to protect your NFT, what should you do, getting images, modifying. No, he wasn't quite right either. Quamba's there again. Create, buy and sell your digital art. Let me try this.
Okay, so now we're going to edit some images that we're going to turn into NFTs, and for that I like to use this website. It's called Photopea.
So this guy is actually going into the creation of the NFT art itself, and he uses Photopea. I do something similar. I use Pixlr, which I'll go into later, and you can see one of the layers is the eyes here. So I will show you. So as you can see, I have already started creating some layers, but I'm going to show you how to create those layers in a later video. Again, I basically know what I'm doing, but the purpose of these videos is to show you step by step by using something like Skillshare. So that's kind of the aim of this, is to show you how easy it is to find a video, find a place like Skillshare or Udemy, and actually pick this up without any knowledge at all. And hopefully these videos can help you. I have already started watching this guy. So here, so welcome to the course, smart contracts, digital tokens, and creating your smart contract. So I already know that you need a smart contract. So let me go and review this guy. I will come back and share my experience. So when scrolling through, I managed to pick up this guy. It was programming made easy. It's actually probably going to be easier to go into one of the videos and let him talk about smart contract. I'm aware that it is necessary to have a smart contract when launching a large collection. Now most projects out there will probably do 10,000 NFTs. That's the standard. I only want to create 200 just to show you how possible this is in this NFT series. So let's just have a look at his smart contracts video.
And at this point you might wonder, what is the exact connection in between smart contracts and launching your own NFT collection? And what you need to firstly understand is that you are going to have a grip on some theoretical knowledge before you will be able to launch your NFT collection, as some coding is involved and the use of some new concepts to you will be needed. So with that before word being said, we can go ahead and define a smart contract. And you can think of a smart contract as a self-executing digital contract, and it is stored on the decentralized blockchain network. What this smart contract contains is an agreement between the buyer and the seller that is made up of lines of code. Their purpose of these smart contracts is to automate the execution of this agreement that is made in those lines of code. And the transaction that it causes are trackable, like everything else on the blockchain.
So in short, it is necessary to have a smart contract so that if I create an NFT, I'm able to sell it to the buyer. And then the buyer, once they have that in their collection to do what they want with. Now, it is possible to put anything inside an NFT, for instance, rules. So you might hear that, let's say they go back to the Floyd Mayweather collection, that if you've got certain NFTs, and I don't know this for a fact, but I think if you've got certain NFTs, you get discounts to boxing matches through, I think, Showtime. So you can write anything into the back of these contracts, smart contracts. But what it does allow, it allows me to upload the NFT and sell it to other people. So that's what the smart contract is. That's why it's necessary to have it for an NFT project. Now we're going to have a look at the digital tokens.
Hello guys, and welcome back to this course where we will learn how we can launch our own NFT collection. In this lecture we are going to discuss a bit the token standards that exist at this point in time, and also which one is going to be the best for us in order to implement our NFTs on. But for now, let's look at the 3 token standards that exist, and these are the ERC20, the ERC721, and the ERC1155. And you can think of these in broad terms as to the ERC20 being used for normal fungible tokens, fungible means tradable, then the ERC721 that are used for NFTs, which are non-fungible, so non-tradable in between them. As we already know, NFTs have different rarities and are unique, so they cannot be traded for one another, as that couldn't be done without losing value out of one of them. But the ERC20 is a bit important as it is used for cryptocurrencies, and we can say a few words about it just for your own common knowledge. So as I've said before, the ERC20 token standard is used for normal fungible tokens. You can think of Ethereum, Bitcoin, and so on as fungible assets. And these tokens can be created actually from scratch, so you will also be able to deploy a token that is ERC20 and it is used for deploying actual fungible assets like cryptocurrencies. But that would be enough for the ERC20 token standard, and we are going to move on to the ERC721, which is the most important and relevant for this course, as it is used for NFTs and their deployment, as we will see when we get to that step in our course. So this standard is used for non-fungible tokens like NFTs. These tokens are non-fungible because they are unique. They differ in properties. First of all, some of them have more traits, and this may cause a differ in value because they will cost more than others that have more common properties. You can think here of a specific NFT from a bigger collection that is unique and has its own value and properties. So, for example, there are multiple NFT collections out there that have a rainbow eyesight. So, from the eyes of the character, it goes straight forward, a rainbow, and that is considered a very rare trait. So if your NFT has that trait, it will automatically pump up its value, which is pretty self-explanatory, and it is fair in my opinion.
So I'm just going to take over from that point. It doesn't necessarily have to be a rainbow that comes from the mouth or the face or the eyes that makes it rare. So let me just go to CyberKongz. You always want to make sure that the project is legitimate because of the blue tick. And then these have 5,000 items. I'm going to post them in the oldest first. And the reason why I'm doing this is because the first 1,000 of these CyberKongz were actually classed as passive income. So for every one that is hash 001 to hash 1000, if you own one of these, then I think you earn 10 banana tokens. So the token would sit on the ERC20 contract, and the NFT would sit on the E721 contract. And the reason for that is that everything connects to your wallet. The contract itself can see that you own one of these NFTs, and then by that ownership, so by you having that NFT in your wallet, you are entitled to free Banana tokens on a daily basis. Now, if we go to their website and look at the Banana token, the total supply is 556,000. That doesn't sound a lot. So for every Genesis Kong yields 10 banana a day, a day's hard work paid with the most delicious treats. Then if we go to CoinMarketCap, so I'm on the Banana contract, you can see that there has been volatility in the token, but if you was to own 10 of these right now, that's $170 a day. Now at the peak of this market, there it was $64. I don't think that was the peak. And here it was $122. I guess that's over $1,000 a day in rewards. I do have every faith that this will go back up, but this is the power of the NFT market. If you build something rare into the contract, and then you will make these NFTs very valuable. These are selling for between 5 and 6 ETH. So that was the best offer. That's not actually the price it sold for. So the person selling this actually wants 100 ETH, which is incredible. This is 726 best offer. So if we do buy it now, but it's in oldest, so long as it's low, look at that. Buy it now. The cheapest one is 177 ETH. Incredible. Now, if we go to the Floki Inu, which is one of my favourite NFT projects, so I know that this is legitimate. It's got the banner. It's got the 1300 NFTs, and again, these traits are all built into the contract. So you've got hidden attribute Y, Z, and Longship. Longship is attribute X, so you've got X, Y, Z, and as these are built into the NFTs, they have some benefits in the game. Now, Floki Inu is releasing a game. The Longship is that you repair your Longship so that you can travel between islands. The Y attribute is a shop that's on the island where you get discounts, and the Z attribute has not yet been released. But the valuation of these are 0.39, 0.37 ETH. So you can buy these for less than $1,000. They were minted at about $100 each, so they've already pretty much 10x'd. And that was this is at the base price. And if you do priced high to low, and it's buy it now, 5,400 ETH, 2,500 ETH, 2,000 ETH, 1,000 ETH. Eventually these will sell at these prices. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this series. It's just so that you can see why people are creating these projects. So what have we learned so far? In my part 1 video, it's basically a talk about, you know, how can we actually get on the internet and learn how to create an NFT project. It is as easy as going on to OpenSea and creating one at a time, but for the purpose of this video, I want to create 200 in one go. And then if I do the right properties in the background, it's just to show you how these rules are built into the smart contract. So that's what I'll do now. We know now that the projects are valuable if we build them correctly. In this video, you've learned why we have to use smart contracts and the potential need for a digital token. And then we'll go on to creating the smart contract in the next video and installing prerequisites, and we'll take it from there. Don't forget, guys, if you want to join me over on Patreon, it's £3 a month for channel support. So without the support of these guys, I probably wouldn't do as many videos, and I'm trying to do as many interesting and exciting projects in the NFT space and token hot picks. As soon as you start paying the £3 a month, you're entitled to see what hot picks I choose on a monthly basis, and the hot picks are due out in 3 days' time. So get over to Patreon and support the channel, and it is truly appreciated. And again, thank you to Driver Jones, Luke, Nick, Chico, Mike, Arj, Marco, Asher, Melissa, Stephanie, and Tanis. Back to the video. So I appreciate this is another long video, so I'm going to cut it off there, and then you can join me in part 3. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel to look at the NFT series, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.